Okay, I am so excited to talk about the most simple way you can work on learning to read with your child at home. Like this has to take 5 minutes or less a day. And if you can do this 5 minutes or less a day activity, you are going to see a difference in your child's reading, in their spelling, in their confidence. I promise you, this is a game changer. Learning to read does not have to be complicated. It does not have to be this giant monster of a beast. Even if you have a child who has dyslexia or ADHD, if you can go through this process, you're going to see a difference. This is exactly how we teach kids inside of our Miss Buddy Reads program. We make it a little zhuzhed up. We make it super engaging. We add in games and activities. But if you can strip it down to these three things, you're going to see a difference. And this is something every single parent can do with their kids. You can do it after dinner. You can do it before they go to school. You can do it in the car. You know, they can have a little notebook out or something. There's really no excuse not to do this if you want your child to become a stronger reader and a stronger speller. So let's just dive right in. I'm going to use some computer magic to pull up what I'm writing. So give me a second here, because I'm going to record what I'm writing and then I'll put it on the screen so you can see both. So some magic here. So step one, you'll notice on this screen, I have words written out. Now these purple Post-it notes, those are what I'm looking at or what I have in my head. You don't even really have to write it out if you don't want to. I have to, otherwise I forget, like my brain goes away. So I write out the words that my child is going to be working on in a sentence or two, up to you, up to your child, what their attention level is at that day with those words. Okay. So notice that the words that they're going to be writing are inside of the sentence that they're going to be writing. And yes, they are writing for this. And yes, it's going to improve their reading, because writing and reading are reciprocal. Oh, that's a fancy word. It just means when you're working on reading, you're actually improving their writing and spelling skills, and vice versa. When you're working on writing and spelling, you're helping their reading skills. In fact, writing and spelling is the harder of the two activities, because they're the ones who's having to break down the words and think about the sounds. So the more you can do writing, the better. That's why if you focus more on the writing piece of these words and the spelling piece, you're also going to be increasing their reading. So the first step, okay, so you have these three words. They're not looking at them. Okay, those are gone away. They have a blank sheet of paper, and you can I suggest either lines like this or boxes like this. Either way, whatever you prefer, whatever your child prefers, they one sound per box or line. Okay, these are for sounds, and we're thinking through it first. So if you say, okay, what are the sounds you hear in hen? They're going to tap it out. If your child can, they can actually do the lines and go, okay, perfect. What about pen? What about bed? And you know what? I'm getting ahead of myself a little bit. Rewind. I would do one at a time. So if you say hen and they did the lines, then go. This is what I would say exactly. Listen up. Here we go. How would you spell those sounds? That's the phrase. Write that one down. How would you spell those sounds? And then they go through and go, well, okay, okay, beautiful. Can you rewrite that word like you would see it in the story? And this is step two, okay? Step one is you map it out. So you think sounds, you're connecting it to the letters. Step two is writing it like you'll see it in a story. So write it again like you'll see it in a story. Beautiful. So now their brain has seen it, thought through it multiple times, seen it like it's going to be in a story. And you do it for the other words that you want to do. Pen. What are the sounds? Spell it out. How would you spell those sounds? Beautiful. Can you write it like you'll see it in a story? Perfect. You can use the same phrases over and over. Be repetitive, because they're going to learn the process. All right, your next one. What are the sounds you hear in bed? D. Beautiful. How would you spell those sounds? You hear that sentence? D. Beautiful. Can you write it like you'll see it in a story? Repetitive sentence. D. Beautiful. So that's step 1 and 2 for all the words. You map it out, think of the sounds first and then spell them, and then write it again like you'll see it in a story. So you're just giving a lot of repetition with these sounds and with these words. And now step 3 is the sentence right here. Now I have the number 9 right here because I went through and I found out this is the sentence I want them to write. I have it pre-planned. If you're great and can make it up on the fly, that's incredible. Go for it. I like to pre-plan it because I'm not great at that. Like, I do this for a living and I'm not great at that. So totally fine if you want to have it pre-planned. Inside of Miss Buddy Reads, we'll have all the sentences for you. We'll have all the words for you, all the sentences for you. In fact, we do the teaching for you as well. We'll actually do this for you. You just have to sit and watch. But if you want to do this on your own, you can think of this, the words, the sentences, go for it. This has 9 words. So I would say, okay, we're going to write a sentence with these words. There are 9 words. So let's draw 9 lines. So they're going to go through and go, okay, 1, 2, 3, 4. If this is hard for your child, you do the lines. That's fine. The point of this is not that we're teaching your child how to draw lines. The point is we're helping them write a sentence. So if this is hard for your child, do it for them. It's not a big deal. So for my son, I would do this for him because I know he would get frustrated by that process, by drawing the lines. And my point, like I said, I want him to practice writing the sentence. I'm not trying to get him to become great at drawing lines for words. So I'm going to do that part for him. It's not a big deal. Some kids are great at it. My daughter could probably do it. My daughter's younger than my son. She would love that. She loves drawing. Great. So you know your child. You're the expert on your child. It's okay if you draw the lines, okay? There's 9 lines. There's 1 word on each line. I'm going to say the sentence, and then you repeat it back to me. Our sentence is, the hen is in his bed with a pen. Say it out loud. And they're just going to say it the first time. The hen is in his bed with a pen. You might need to do it a few times. That's kind of a long sentence. 9 words is a long sentence. So if you want to do like a 4 or 5 words in a sentence, great. So then we're going to tap it though. The hen is in his bed with a pen. And then you're going to say, write that sentence. If they need you to repeat it, great. No big deal. Just repeat it. If they forget what word comes next, you want them to write it just like you said it. The hen is in the bed with the pen. So I'll do it quick here. Obviously they're going to take a little more time. I'm cheating because I have it right there. Plus, I do know how to spell these. Hopefully, watch me mess up one of these. That would be pretty hilarious, actually. So then you're going to go through. I should have made a mistake on purpose. I'm going to go make a pretend mistake. Let's do right here. Pretend like I wrote an I. Okay. So then we go through and say, all right, let's read it. Let's see how we did. The hen is in his bed with a pen. Oh, this word. You did fantastic. I see hen looks fantastic. Bed looks fantastic. Wow. Let's check this word one more time. Tell me the sounds in the word pen. P-e-n, pen. I heard a different sound in the middle. Can you listen really carefully in the middle? P-e-n. Oh, yeah, that's the E. Fix it? Oh, great job. Pen. And now you know, okay, we're still going to keep working on that E. They're still thinking about what it sounds like and making sure it's the E and not the I. One example. So you're not making it a big deal. You're not harping on it. You're just saying, oh, let's try this one again. Listen for the sounds. Anything you want to change. If they're always like, no, it's good. Okay, well, I hear a different sound in the middle. I hear an E, which is an E. So you can be as you're trying to get them through it, you can just tell them too. Like, okay. And then you're making a mental note that, okay, we're going to work on that E a little bit more. So those are the 3 steps. That's it. If you can do that 1 time a day, and right now, this is an 8-minute video right now, and I'm explaining in the middle and stuff. This becomes so much quicker. If you can map out words, write the words again, and then write in a sentence, those 3 things, you're going to see some pretty amazing growth with your kids. But here's what you got to know. 1, you have to be working on the right skills. This was a short E. So these are all short E words. I know my child needs that skill. They kind of have a hard time hearing it, or they're spelling it wrong, or they're reading it wrong. You got to be working on skills that your child needs. That's number 1. Number 2 is you're going to want to build in review of skills they've already learned. So for example, this would be a good one if we're reviewing short I, because there were 4 words with short I. Right? So this had other words from maybe a skill they've already learned built into it. So that's when we're start making it a little more complicated, because you got to think about, well, they have learned this and I want to keep it fresh in their brain. So how can I build that in? And this is where, if you're like, okay, the process is simple. Map words, write a sentence, but I'm not sure what skills they need, or I'm not sure how to review and all that stuff. Check out Miss Buddy Reads. Check it out. We do all of this for you. We do all of this for you. We figured it out for you. I think of us like the HelloFresh of reading. That's what I think of. If you know what HelloFresh is, it's like the meal service where they send you all the ingredients, all the spices. They send you a picture guide of exactly what you do. And all you have to do is put the ingredients in a pot and then say you cooked it yourself. That's kind of what we do. We hand you all the materials. We hand you all the lessons. All you need to do is hit play. Sit next to your child, hit play, enjoy the process together, and you get to say you taught them at home. We're the ones actually teaching them, though. You don't actually have to do the teaching. So if you want to know more about how we can get your kids on track at home so that you know they can do these things with ease, they can read and spell with ease. It doesn't matter if they're dyslexic or have ADHD. It does not matter any of that. They can learn how to read, and we're here to make it easy for you. Check out the description, or you can DM us on Instagram anytime. I'll put information about that. And we'll chat about how we can get your kids reading. But if not, let's do a quick recap. 3 steps every day. Do this every single day. Have your kids map out words, write the words, write a sentence, 1 or 2. It doesn't have to be a ton of sentences. 1 or 2 sentences with the words they're practicing, and you're gonna be amazed. You're gonna be amazed. I can't wait. All right, thank you for joining me. If you enjoyed, make sure you subscribe. We're gonna have a ton more coming, supporting families, getting your kids reading because your kids deserve it. They deserve a great reading education. We're here to help you do that. Have a great day.